Memories that provoke joy. According to Reddit, number 13. I worked as a homeless street outreach worker for a couple of years. My coworker and I saw a guy standing near a river, and we felt something wasn't right, so we parked. My coworker and I convinced the person that offing himself wasn't worth it. A few weeks later, that person confronted my coworker and thanked him for being there that night. That person had found an apartment and felt that their life was finally getting back on track. So, it's gonna be one of those kinds of lists, boys. A little bit of wholesome, a little tingly in your tummy. But maybe if you play your cards right, you can make these all miserable stories with just a slight tweak. You know? Like maybe as they parked the car and got out, it was too late. I'm kidding. Come on, I'm kidding. Let the nice story be nice. Okay? Bradley says the tornadoes are touching down in his area. Well, it seems that since football is shut down, weather has to go for a touchdown. Let's hope they don't go for any field goals using people as footballs. You see, I don't even have writers, man. But they'll never make me famous. Number 12. My first time coming home from college, I was worried my dog would forget me while I was gone. But when I walked through the door, she lost her shit. I've never felt so relieved. I've never felt so relieved. I've never felt so relieved. Slap that on some toast, you guys. Okay? Yeah. Traveling up the list, here we are at number 11. Stories that provoke joy. Memories that provoke joy. Pretty sure I spelled that wrong in the thumbnail. Wasn't really my fault. What is a poor boy to do? Let me make an on-the-spot correction there. Alright. Try to save that. Maybe I can go to the desktop and actually save over the thumbnail. And there you have it. Number 11. My wife was my blind date to the senior prom. I'd have to say that my first time seeing her is a memory that always makes me smile. That, or when she said yes to the second date, or when she said yes to marrying me. Basically, my wife in general. But what about your wife and Commander? What about your wife, Commander-in-Chief? Okay. Yeah. Guys, I'll be here all week. But more importantly, I'm going to go ahead and magically make the thumbnail correct. Beholding, do you see? Memories that provoke joy. Rolling into number 10. Number 10's a doozy, geez. Or in that it's lengthy, I don't know what the contents of it are. My dad was retired military. When I was pregnant with my son, he came to stay at my house near my due date. You don't say. Things start happening and we go to the hospital. My husband's driving me in his car, and my brother and dad are following in their car. I had a truly horrible and very long contraction right before we get to the hospital, so my husband calls my dad to tell him the new plan. He was going to grab a wheelchair for me, and then my dad was going to take me in to get admitted while the other two parked cars. So we get out of the cars, and I'm sobbing, leaning on my dad while waiting for the wheelchair. He asks me if I'm okay. I think just as a reflex, but obviously I say no. I can barely focus through the pain, and this is not a light, delicate tear slowly running down my check situation. So the wheelchair comes out and I get in it. My dad starts pushing and hauls ass through the doors, where I see there's a line of people waiting to check in at the front desk. Dad doesn't even attempt to wait in line. He goes directly to the side of the desk as fast as he can. Push my fully pregnant self. He doesn't look like he's planning on stopping for the little old lady who's being helped, so I put my feet out to stop the wheelchair and prevent her from being hit. Luckily, she doesn't take very long, and my dad pushes me up a little further to talk to the woman behind the desk. "Hi, my daughter is in labor. She needs to be checked in right away." "Okay, sir, we can do that. We just need some ID from you." Now at this point, he's behind me, so I can't see him, but the contraction is finally starting to subside, so I'm calming down a little bit, but I can hear the disgust dripping from his voice when he says, "She's about to have a baby and you're worried about my ID?" She tells him, yes, she doesn't need anything from me, but she does need to make a quick ID sticker for him. So logically, the next thing that he says is, "Okay, fine, here's my driver's license, military ID, credit cards. What else do you need? Can we go now?" While emptying his entire wallet and tossing random cards on the desk. My dad was a career military man, and I have rarely seen him lose his cool. But the memory of him losing his shit and trying to help while I was in pain always makes me smile. He died recently, and I really miss him. Aww. Memories that provoke joy. Trying not to press any of the buttons on my soundboard right now. That would be childish. And I don't think you've ever known me to be childish, okay? Yeah. Bradley asks if people are having a good Easter so far. Yeah, I mean, how is your situation, dudes? I took out chicken earlier and then fell asleep, so I need to go prepare that. And it's too much chicken to consume in one sitting, so I need to season some and just throw it into a bag or something. Ridiculous. Sometimes I just think of what's going on in my body, in my hot body. I need to transform this hot body, to mold it into what it could be, its true form. I need to mold it the way Kakuna and Metapod mold Pokemon. Number 9. Okay. About a year ago, I was in a discount grocery store. I had about $20 left after bills and rent, so I was being very careful about what I was buying. In the end, after and eyeing for a couple of minutes over whether I could afford to spend $6 on coffee, I put it back on the shelf and went to the register. Sorry. As I'm walking out of... What? As I'm walking out of the shop, I hear a woman call after me, "Young man, you forgot this." I turn around and she thrusts the jar of coffee into my bag. I go and protest and she cuts me off saying, "I remember what it was like not having enough money and having to go without. You take that coffee and enjoy it." And she had the biggest smile on her face. She was like a beacon of light during one of my darkest times, and I always remember her with every cup of coffee, and I can't help but smile. Because now each cup reminds me that there are truly good people in the world. The best part of waking up is somehow coming across the last couple of people who aren't a piece of shit. How did I do it, man? You guys are the actual heroes here. And somehow I managed to do something weird that came across you? Man, it's like winning the lottery. It's like a lightning strike. Whatever put me in front of you. And maybe our time will be limited. I can't keep you entertained forever. But maybe, just maybe, I was lucky to have ever come across you in the first place. Like a coffee that somebody buy for somebody. Oh, the coffee. Veronica says, my mom still gives me candy in a basket even though I'm grown. Ma'am. That's about the only thing that made today feel like Easter. You better cherish it while it lasts. Some of you people are gonna be dead. Freaking dead. Pushing up Daisy. Sorry. Number 8. My mom would sing the dance. Nope. There, that says and. I don't know where you are. What? My mom would sing and dance in the kitchen every Sunday morning when I was growing up. Times were always tough and money was always tight, but my mom always made sure that we were happy and healthy. One particular day when I was 8 years old, I was woken up by the sound of Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive blasting through the house, and my mom was singing off key. Sound like I said mong. As I walked into the kitchen, the smell of chorizo and eggs filled the air, and there I saw her. My mom, who only a few days earlier looked so miserable with her life, was dancing her heart out with a spatula in hand. When she passed away 7 years later, I cried every time I thought of her, except for this memory. This is the only memory that got me through her death. It not only makes me smile every time I think of it, but it's my favorite memory of all time because I'm so lucky to remember her for who she was. How impressive. Because even if we're, meant to assume that naturally maybe every Sunday she didn't let it out, it seems like so clear, so tangible, so corporeal, like almost you can fucking touch it. Yeah. An outlet for this woman. A lot of people don't have an outlet. They think they do, but they don't. A lot of people don't have hobbies. A lot of people don't have interests. Maybe they like to go to a restaurant, or they like to sit down and drink from time to time, or just do some bullshit. But is it really a hobby? Is it really an outlet? The answer is no. You need to have a thing that helps your ass de-stress. And if you don't have a friend with benefits, or a significant other, or a wife, or a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or a man, like, odds are you're probably not fucking or holding each other at night or doing whatever bullshit that's just gonna take you from anxious town down into calm the fuck down city, right? And that's problematic in the genuine fucking use of the term. Not the way some bitch with a fucking pronoun in their bio is going to be whining about not being referred to the way they want to. Like, you don't let that shit out, you're going to have problems. And what's worse is the people around you are going to suffer for the problems that you're having. You really got to find something that... You see me playing video games all the time? Oh my God. It makes it so that I can function. Because otherwise I'd be so tightly wound that it would come out on everybody. So I'd have literally like one option, and it'd be to shut the hell up at all times, because there wouldn't be anything positive coming out of my mouth. There wouldn't be anything, great in the way of my body. I don't even know the term I'm looking for. My body... like my actions, my body language. Yeah, I'd look like somebody that, is suspicious or is about to do something. It's terrible, but it's true. Teddy says, thanks a lot for this rant today, Cyael. I've been feeling feelings lately. I'm sorry. And I hope that you just find something that makes it better, man. I wish you a wonderful outlet too. You got to just take it down a notch, whatever opportunity you can, and just do what you feel like will make you happy, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. And don't be critical of yourself about it. You want to watch some damn cartoons? You want to play some fucking video games? You want to, I don't know, man. Go in the kitchen and just eat a full box of fucking Pop-Tarts or cereal or some shit like that. Yeah, you're going to have to probably make some moves to counterbalance the thing that you've done. But if you're not hurting anybody, don't let anybody stop you. You're a lady, go take a bath. You're a man, I don't know. Find something to beat up. Let it out. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Bradley Moore says, a joyful memory of mine is the last family vacation that we took before my parents divorced. I was 12 years old, and we went to we went to a museum, Salvador Dali Museum, in St. Augustine, Florida. Photoshop just popped up when I didn't press anything to make it do so, and it was genuinely terrifying. I did not call you, Photoshop. I didn't have my hand on the mouse, yet it came up. This computer's dying for a fresh fucking reinstall. I'm gonna need to find a USB drive, get Windows, and just clean install, boy. If I gotta lose shit, I gotta lose shit. Photoshop ain't been working well lately anyway. And it's old. The Photoshop I use is CS5. It's gotta be, when did Photoshop CS5 come out? Let's ask the internet. Photoshop. Or is it CS6 that I use? I guess it was 6, maybe? Photoshop CS6. Can I get a date of when you came out, bitch? Release date. Bitch. CS6, bitch. Oh, sweet God. It's an 8-year-old program. The version of Photoshop I use is 8 years old. Damn. Yo, well, it is time for a change. What a world, huh? We getting old. Number 7. Mine would be the first, or when I first started talking to my significant other. I had been asking coworkers about her for some time, and then I found out that she was asking about me as well. We would talk here and there, but I never had the guts to ask her on a date. You pussy boy, oh. When I finally built up the courage to ask her out on a date, she was saying yes before I even asked. We were laughing like schoolgirls, because I literally only asked if I could ask her something. It makes me smile because I always had low self-esteem and underestimated how much I was worth, in a sense, of what I could bring to the table as far as a relationship's concerned. Having her love and support just makes me so incredibly happy now, and that memory just stands out during the good and hard times. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. And you know what? The cat's in the cradle with a silver spoon. Little boy blue and a man in the moon. When you make a Pringle, I don't know when, but we'll be together then, son. I know we'll have a Pringle there. Number 6. Okay. Damn, this is lengthy. The last time I saw my great-grandma, Claudine. She was 98 and had horrible dementia. Man, is that a way to live? She didn't recognize my grandmother, her daughter, and it was honestly very sad. We were going to her house because my papa, her husband, died, and we needed to go to his funeral. Before we left, we got a car wash, and one of the guys there gave us a red carnation. It was a weird promotion, or something. But after a 10-hour drive, we made it to her house. I rushed inside and overheard my grandma begging my great-grandma to remember her because my grandma had recently been diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer. What the fuck? She kicked its ass and beat it, so I guess there's some silver lining. That's good that she beat the cancer. I gave her a second and knocked, and then I walked in. The very first thing my great-grandma said when she saw me was, "Is that my beautiful?" And then she said the name of me. She said the name of me. I nearly cried just from that. My grandma was super happy she remembered me, but sad she didn't remember her, and decided that I should spend time with her alone. 98 years old, man. When you think about it, you have to wonder, do we want to reach there? Do we want to reach 98 years old, especially if we can't remember? She went off to go get some food, I think, but I don't really know. So it was just me and my grandma. We chatted for a while, and the inevitable question finally came up. "Who was that woman in there earlier?" "That's your daughter, Grandma." "Oh, really? Why does her hair look so weird?" "It's a wig. She's bald now." I couldn't bring myself to tell her daughter had cancer, even though she wouldn't have remembered. She giggled a bit, then intended to pull me in, and I said, "I'm gonna steal her wig." I laughed. She couldn't walk or lift her own arms on her own, let alone snatch a wig right off of my grandmother's head. After about an hour, my tummy just started to grumble, so I called my grandma back in and went to the kitchen for some potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a sorry. After my 5 minutes, I heard my grandma scream. I was afraid my grandma finally died, and I rushed in. But it wasn't that at all. My grandma did it. She ripped the wig right off of my grandma's head. She told her to come close to whisper a secret, and with all her might, she snatched it. She went on to love in a care home. What? She went on to live in a care home and got into many more antics, and we'd get a call once a week begging me to steal her away and start a traveling band. Wow, man. 98 years old. Holy crap. Linda says that the emoji looks scary in the chat window, as it should. Emojis are terrifying under the right circumstances. I could make emoji creepypastas. I'll do it, bro. I wish I had a properly insane person. I should start harvesting the insane people that come in here and say, "Hey, could you write a creepypasta? Surrender those rights to me. Surrender the rights to your crazy man ramblings to me." Ooh, somebody that's schizo. I wonder if I've ever had a schizo viewer or fan who watches. If you're lurking right now, I just want to know that you're here, know that you're fine, know that you're perky, know that you're not, about to lose it. That you're not about to go crazy. Are you considering something insane? Tell me, man. Tell me what the plan is. So, let's go to number 5. Intriguing. Number 5? My brother and I went to the dollar store one day and went through every aisle and put, can you get this out of my way? Thanks. We went through every aisle and put anything in the cart that we thought was cool. We kind of messed around and ended up putting away 80% of it, but I don't hang out one-on-one with him much, so it made me happy. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like a wholesome little fuckboy story for your bitch ass, but what if you were... Think about it during our current times and somebody's like walking around touching stuff up. It just makes me coof just thinking about it. Wait a minute, that coof tasted weird. Coof. No, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I've got a thick skin and a weed gummy heart, you know. Mr. Helper Boy says, "Hey Cyael, have you tried the stock market in Animal Crossing?" Not yet, because I'm rich, bitch. $100 million in the bank, or at least I used to. It's probably like closer to 80 million now. And boy, I've been spending trying to get the right decorations because I'm not playing the Pokemon game that is, hey, trade with people for 3 hours. Even the animation just to go to their islands is starting to get on my nerves. So, yeah, no, I haven't gotten into the stock market yet. I'm sure there's some Nook Miles in there for me, though, so I should probably do it, but not yet. I need to get through Final Fantasy VII, but I need to finish cleaning this room. After this list, I need to go fucking prepare that chicken. It's not even just preparing chicken for right now, it's preparing chicken for later because I need to Ziploc bag that shit. Because it's too much chicken. And it comes in like one of those, you know, the way that it comes packaged, once I open some of it, I have to open all of it. I can't just leave that in there. It'll get freezer burnt. Pretty wild stuff. So I guess we will have chicken for a couple of days consecutively. Ain't that something? How are you guys doing? You know? Bradley said that the buildup of beta amyloid in the gray matter connected to dementia, Benadryl, is supposedly a cause of the buildup. Well, I don't know anything about that, so don't quote me on that. If it isn't Alexander Palermo with another confusing inside joke of a comment for him, bread and leg, a mechanical leg at that. Bread mechanical leg. What does it mean? A comment that probably only him and the Palermo clan would ever understand. And I guess we're just supposed to swallow that. Number 4 on the list of memorable joy time moments time. I've told this story before on here. Congratulations! I used to work for a landscaping company cutting grass in industrial parks. One day, I was cutting a huge piece of lawn after a rain and stirred up quite a bunch of bugs some swallows must have noticed and went on a sort of feeding frenzy all around me for about half an hour. I'd be riding along and a bird would just swoop what felt like inches away from my head and then spiral all around to catch more bugs. After watching them for a minute or so, I knew that they wouldn't crash into me, so it was like being a giant, or it was like being given a private air show, but with animals, but with like birds swooping in and around you. I think I'd lose my mind. I'm guessing maybe if I'm operating like some kind of lawnmower and I'm cutting like big patches of grass, I'd probably have like some sort of goggles on or something like that to make sure that nothing flies up in my eyes. I'd be terrified because I don't want to just be driving this lawnmower and suddenly turn into Nicolas Cage because a bunch of flying insects are just, the bees, why? Or gnats. Oh my God, in Florida, man, gnats will just like create a solid mass in midair. Like imagine if you took a bunch of like, I don't know, bread or something into the water and a bunch of fish just swarmed you. But the gnats are the fish of the air, I keep telling you. Number 3. When my daughter was little, she literally could not stop talking. She has ADHD, and that's just one of the effects. One day we were walking by an abandoned lot, looked like an old gas station or something. My daughter looked at it and said, "Wow, that's a beautiful yard." And then I said, "That's a lot." And then she said, "Yeah, a lot of beautiful yard." There aren't a lot of times I feel like I've missed something when I'm reading an entry. but this is one of them. Number 2. When my friend got hit in the face with a piece of broccoli at a hibachi restaurant. Well, how come I haven't found one entry? That seems like something that it's something that someone I'd be friends with would actually say. What's a memory that makes you happy? Man, I was at this restaurant one time and my friend just got hit in the face with a piece of broccoli. Simple, wonderful, amazing. Face, broccoli. Oh, what a world. Someone else said not to shit on everyone's beautiful stories. Exactly. But there's something hilarious about this as it pertains to everybody's like, oh, my firstborn's first steps, and I went to the hospital and my dad was fighting for me and he never loses his cool, but he lost his cool for me. He lost his cool for me. I was at this restaurant, man, this dude, bruh. If he was wearing this clothes that he liked and the broccoli was all juicy and it was like slow motion. Sometimes I just relive that moment and I feel great. Your broccoli feels so good when it smacks my friend in the face. Smack him harder than smack before. Broccoli was all over the place. Oh, I used to hate broccoli. But then it smacked my friend in the face. Can't stand that guy sometimes. Finally, the comeuppance I've been waiting for. Sometimes I call him up and say, hey man, you remember the broccoli? You remember the good times? Number 1. Back in college, I was eating at a Chipotle with my friend Anthony, who is typically a pretty suave guy. As we were talking, he has been alternating between taking sips of his beer and dumping Tabasco on his burrito before taking a bite. I'm the type of man who wants to dip it, so I just, kind of pour out what I'm gonna need a little bit and then kind of dip it into the thing as opposed to dunking the sauce on it. I'm already a slob of a man, but something about dunking the sauce, something about dumping the sauce all over before every bite. Ugh. He gets lost in our conversation and I see him grab the Tabasco and he starts bringing it to his lips before catching himself and grabbing his beer instead. Then I see him do it again, getting even closer to his mouth this time. Before realizing his mistake, he just laughs it off. Another minute goes by and exceeding all expectations, he grabs his beer and pours it into his burrito. Well, if he's drinking beer, then he's already used to the taste of just terrible things. I was watching this episode of The Simpsons that was, I didn't even know what to call it, making a reference to the movie Boyhood, which sucks, by the way. Jesus. And there's a joke at the end of it that says, where Bart asks his dad, he says, why, Homer, does beer taste good? And Homer says, because you're on your 7th one. And it's a well-written joke. Beer does not taste good. It'll taste good eventually. It's cheap too. Get that buzz, I guess, eventually. But at what cost, guys? Why not just hard liquor it up? Hard liquor. That's what the Mexican girls love. Not tequila though. I'm not into tequila. My God. That's gotta be I can't think of ever wanting to party the way that tequila would help you party. Jesus. Oh, G Van Arsdale says I'm a beer guy. Give me the pros, man. What are the pros of beer for you? What makes beer more what you're about than not? I'm worried about what this quarantine is doing. I think it's ruining titties the world over. I think women who had amazing breasts are unfortunately finding themselves going in both directions. The titties are, becoming formless, or maybe they're withering. What are we going to do? We need to save them. We need to save the boobs. With my fund that I'm starting and you can donate towards, we will save all of the breasts. The Keep 'em Perky Foundation. One more reason to dislike car dealerships. I'm not clicking that. It's a 3-minute video. Short and sweet, dudes. This Goose is a troll who lives 20 feet before the end of a trail, so he can terrorize people. Why in God's name would it be not safe for work, though? It's just a goose. How brave are you? What if there's a naked man in this goose thing? What if the goose gets the person's clothes off? What if the goose scares them so hard that all their clothes just fall off? Are you serious, Cyael? Shut up. Like, what are you talking about? It can't be that crazy. Let's look for this goose.
Currently freaking out because this goose is about to attack me. I rode past him and he did it once, and this motherfucker's ready to do it again. Oh shit. Oh shit. No. Fuck off.
Oh my god. It's a flight bird. Goose can fly. He wanted it for his stupid YouTube video. Secret Service visits a guy who made Twitter threats against President Trump.
Hi. I'm Mr. Florence. We're with the U.S. Secret Service. We're here about some tweets that you had made about Trump.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Secret Service actually showed up on that ass, flashing the badge like this is fucking X-Files.
I'm Mr. Florence.
Yeah.
We're with the U.S. Secret Service. We're here about some tweets that you had made.
Oh my god. To be honest, this seems kind of formal and kind and like nice, dude. Bro, I don't know about that. I'm not gonna say that the Secret Service are fucking spies or anything. And that one day you're just gonna walk into the living room and a bunch of people just gonna be standing in the shadows like, is it okay if I light this cigarette in here? And they're already lighting the cigarette before they give you the chance to fucking respond. You know what I mean? I want you to pay attention to the fact I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not showing you a badge because I don't need to show you a badge. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to sit down. And you're just like, what? I don't understand. So you made some tweets. We've all been there. President sucks, but you need to shut your mouth. This may be America, but it's still America. What the fuck? What does that mean? I'll do the talking here. Oh my god. And then there's one person in the room who doesn't speak. You gotta know what you're doing, man. You gotta make it creepy. Come on. Ringing the doorbell's a formality. I'd ring the doorbell. I'd have the doorbell rung just for misdirection. Ring the doorbell. You get up, you go out there, what's going on? And then, you come back to your room and people are in it. Oh, fuck, You come back to your room and people are in it. Bradley, do another list. Who the fuck? What you think this is? Oh, yeah, let me just do another list like I don't do this every day. Y'all got me fucked up, all right? I'll probably be back for the Final Fantasy VII that I definitely need to be doing. But as I said, I fell asleep earlier after taking out chicken and need to go take care of that. Y'all act like making these lists is like being a child standing on an overpass and throwing boulders over it and hoping people die, right? That's what kids do these days, but not me. The Cyael channel does not condone the act of throwing rocks over an overpass. When I was younger, we used to knock on people's doors and run. It's a victimless crime. What were they, bro? They were like solving some sort of like pivotal equation in their bedroom? No. They were watching 90s television. Terrible 90s television. Fucking reality TV shows came out of that. And maybe they weren't invented then, but they were certainly molded then. They became what they were then. And then we got some hoe release a fucking sex tape and become what you fucking hoes watch. I think the only thing dumber than people, I want to say, giving Oprah as much power as she had to decide what people gonna read, what people are gonna fucking believe as far as like housewives and shit. Oh, it was just how they let Kardashian get all of these bitches' attention. But hey, people are free to believe what they want to believe. In a way, I'm kind of shocked that more ignorant celebrities aren't on the internet with their hilariously stupid takes. I don't see what the big deal is. Just go out and be normal. Why are we stopping making movies? So what? People are gonna get sick. So what? So what? I can't believe I only had to block one person, though. That idiot who came into the Discord and in the stream talking about, masks aren't gonna do anything. I was like, enough. Or am I to believe that there are other people who probably feel the same way, but at the very least understand not to say anything? If you're in the stream chat right now, and you think this whole pandemic isn't a big deal, tell me about it in the comments section. I just want to know who you are. Please. You have to tell me. Veronica says, there are geese who live near work. One of them has a nest right near the entrance. Sometimes they hiss at people going in and out in the entrance because they require temp checks now. Wait, the geese are getting checks? Were they on like payroll? Because they've been there so long. Shit, can't get rid of them. Cops search a boat for weed.
Dumbass Sergeant fucking Cooper thought he smelled weed on me, so he brought the fucking goon squad to search my fucking boat. Like a bunch of moron fucking dumb fucks that aren't gonna fucking find anything because I don't even have anything. Fucking idiots. All three of you are fucking morons.
Man, this dude is not in a mood. Imagine having a boat and then, somebody calls the police on your ass. Can't have nothing out in these streets. There he go. I hate him. I hate him. Mr. Helper Boy says the dumbest take about 5G causing the outbreak. I'm pretty sure it gets dumber. It is a dumb take. I do completely and wholeheartedly agree. It's not just dumb. There's like kind of like poetry in the stupidity there. It's almost like gymnastics as far as fucking outside the box insanity, dude. That's some, tinfoil man had to have a seat so that insane multi-brain, throwing darts at ideas on a board while blindfolded had to come out and be like, 5G created this, and people are like, what? Yes, I believe that. What? Where do you go? How are none of us so successful that we have like oil fucking tycoon billionaire money? If people out there exist that believe that 5G. What the fuck? Oh boy. So, Mighty Quinn says, did you read about the meat packing plants closing? Hundreds tested positive at SD Smithfield plant. SD did no social distancing. Meat packing. Is that bad for what we eat? Is that gonna reach us? Somebody explain this to me like I'm 5. This isn't good. Veronica says no, the company requires checks.
Save a Titty Foundation, keep them perky.
The Save a Titty Foundation. My God. This guy almost single-handedly obliterated that goal. I should get out of here before somebody feels obligated. That's my new way of saying obligated. Obligated. Don't feel obligated to do anything, guys. Take it from Teddy Oyama. He works at a meat packing facility. He really likes to pack the meat. We're basically considered an essential service. Get a load of this guy. Have you ever seen the pride emote in Animal Crossing? I feel like he's putting his hands on his hips like, yeah, we're pretty much essential. I should call my penis essential service. I should end this list. I'll see you guys later, man. I'm not going to be able to keep it in. I'm not going to be able to pack it in.
Don't you dare ask me again what that was.
Oh no. YNK felt the obligation. Obligated. He felt obligated to complete the goal. The completely an utterly arbitrary $20 goal that I set, not expecting any of you to actually go anywhere. But you did, as usual. You went above and beyond. You completed the goal, you know, and you're so hot. You did it in such a sexy way. My God. You know, it's a good thing you aren't here. Some of you guys are like a weed gummy. I just smell you to make sure it's all, you know, in the... All right, that's enough. Stop. I meant to press this one. Good. Great. This button just says shit on it. Let me press that. Shit. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad. Let's look at this drunk lady and then get out of here, though. A special thanks to you, Y&K Rock. Special thanks to you, Bradley. You guys are becoming the godfathers of this stream. You're making people offers that they can't refuse.
Focused on. You walk outside and you see what that's focused on. I'm not talking about this anymore. Should I call the police?
Ew! 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 She already sloppy. Look how she's sitting. But to the side of her, oh my God, never mind, I can't deal. Ew. You drunk? The girl barfed it. She barfed citied it. Oh man. That's not social distancing. Tourist purposely touches every electronic.
We gotta touch them all? All of them gotta be touched?
And she Asian. And she Asian. Oh my God.
Sure?
That's the persuasion. No. What are you doing? No. Why are you touching? What are you doing? No. Why are you doing this?
Sure? Yeah, but your hands are everywhere.
Who that? Who that? Who said that? Wow. Christian F. Jones. He's got the Pepsi Jones. I appreciate that, Christian. You've gone above and beyond, man. You have 150% of the goal tonight. What the hell? True Silverwolf says, where's the donation bar? It's at the bottom right. You can't see it? You can't see the donation bar? Maybe your screen is like spaced weird. Should I bring that up bigger? I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Not that, you know, it needs to make a difference. I mean, as far as your visibility of it. The stream boss bar, you mean? Okay, let's make sure that that's visible. Refresh the cache. It's Bradley. Ha! Roasted. It would appear as though Bradley is the stream boss. Claps for Bradley's. So he gets to go ahead and choose the new GIF. See what that's gonna be. Bing bong on my salad time. What the hell? Easter Bunny gets involved in an altercation. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Easter Bunny of peace. He trying to break it up. See, these other people. Uh-oh. He's just trying to break it up. Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny. Well, that situation got hairy. You know what I mean? I'll see you guys later. Because in some places they call the 4-minute freak out video at fucking Burger King. Yeah, people crazy. This better not have happened recently. I need to take your crusty asses fucking home. How brave are your stupid ass that you think that the people that are working there. Here's the thing, and this is what I was describing to Dia earlier, okay? Here's something you gotta kind of think about when it comes to people in the who are out there right now. Some people are out there that know that they test positive for this because as far as they're concerned, they believe they have no alternative. What are they gonna do? Stay home, get no money, and fucking Sacre bleu. Yo, YNK, I keep telling you, please talk to me after this, because you know where I want these funds to go, and it's to that. Aw, damn, boy. Sometimes I look at D after a comment to make sure that she thinks I'm cool.
You're the coolest person in the world.
You're so cool, Cyael. Wow. What a dumb thing you said. Oh my god. YNK, you don't have to be so super heroic, man. My dolphin wants to show his appreciation for you, YNK. Okay. Jeez. Fucking dolphin. What the hell? I appreciate you, YNK. Come on. But let's work together. You have, I don't know here. You're like the chief funding this, the continued efforts of the scourge that is this channel. As far as YouTube is concerned, I definitely believe that YouTube considers this channel a scourge on itself, but I need to fuck up hard enough for it to be like, all right, listen. He just wants a McChicken.
Don't give a fuck about your attitude. Oh yeah, you don't know because you don't know how to do your job?
Do your job?
Oh, man, imagine that.
Imagine
we got a lot
that.
of people waiting up here because you can't fucking take the goddamn order right on time either.
Goddamn.
A McChicken, please! I don't give a fuck about your attitude. Who is this guy? Want to reflect it, okay? A McChicken, stop trying to overtalk me, A McChicken. A McChicken. A McChicken. A McChicken. Okay, it doesn't
A
matter how
McChicken
much
on that
you
ass.
little piece of shit headset. A McChicken.
That's the fucked up part, is that you gotta be a zen motherfucker to be working at a McDonald's and having somebody yell at you through your headset, calling you a bitch and make you feel like, you know, a little motherfucker, and then you're just like, and they're like, look, do your fucking job, a McChicken, bitch. And you'd be out there really hoping, wishing you could go just spit on this dude burger, but hey, what they probably gonna catch you on film, man. Can't just be spitting on people burger. What if he was sent there as an operative? What if he was meant to rile you up to try to make you get some of that DNA all over that burger, and they gonna sue this bitch? They gonna take this bitch down. We can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt it was in fact saliva and not just traces of DNA. What in God's name? Bradley said white people brave in drive-thrus. Yeah, man. I mean, see, if you gonna get crazy after you get your food and not before. Y'all people brave. Y'all are so brave. Oh, so brave. So courageous. It's times like these people don't play when it comes to chicken. Is this another Popeyes chicken? You gonna let me get this chicken or not? That's a nice window y'all got there. It'd be a shame if something happened. How come it looks so Hispanic? This must be like the most Hispanic Popeyes I've ever seen. Where are the black people? I'm a black man and I gotta ask. Give me the chicken. Oh my God, give me the chicken. Yeah, you won't want to give me the chicken. Hey, you know what the fucked up part of all of this is? They're wearing masks. This shit happened now. Oh my God. You out here dropping people in the Popeyes? Yo, in the middle of a pandemic, bro. Popeyes needs to start asking, are you willing to throw hands with bitch-ass customers on their applications? The phrase bitch-ass customers. That's like a scenario they post for you on the questionnaire. This bitch-ass food come in talking about, You need to give him 2 chicken sandwiches for the price of 1 because he been waiting. Do you A, throw hands on that ass? B, be like, man, I'm clocking off. I ain't got time for this bullshit. C, both. D, piss in his drink and give it to him. All of these are acceptable answers. Welcome to Popeyes. You working at Popeyes now. The Popeyes crew held down the fort. What in God? Oh my God! They stripping this boy. They go throw him in the. They go make man chicken tonight. Dia, man chicken. You can't cook a man in a deep fryer. Gotta cut him up first. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. YouTube, it's a joke. I can't be edgy on this damn platform, man. That's too edgy, you know. YouTube made it so that you can't even say shit that you can say on TV on this bitch without the end of the world. Love you guys.
That's something you can say on television?
Of course you can say something like that on television in the context of it being a joke. And everything that I say is a freaking joke. Were you even supposed to take me seriously? You know what I mean?
No, it just feels like nowadays you can't say anything on television either.
Yes, the FCC does suck, but they're not so insane that they contextually won't assess certain things and, you know, let it slide under the guise of it being a joke. You know? Because again, I'm not insinuating, you know, that people should, you know, go be violent or have this actual thing to prove whether or not a person can, you know. Are you ready to throw hands on these bitch ass customers? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of the stream tonight. You're heroes among men. Special thanks to Bradley. A thank you to Christian. And a hardcore thanks to YNK as usual. He's getting me hard as a rock. You see what I did there? Like a rock. That used to be the, let's not go there. So thank you to the patrons. Wow. Look at them. And thank you to the sponsors. Ooh, ooh. And I'll see you guys soon. Gonna come back with the Final Fantasy VII stream and hope that goes well. Believe in yourself, and you'll see me soon. Take it easy, take it easy. Bye. Good night, good night, good night. For now, good night. And then I should fade to the splash image. It's a picture of Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We're all getting so old, you know? We're all that's probably my Beavis and Butthead, huh? Generation separation. See you guys later. Love you. You're perfect. You're perfect. Go join the Discord. You'll get notified of when the streams are going down, and you'll see me again soon before tomorrow. Take it easy. Take it easy. Bye.